there's a tendency to speed up. You follow very carefully my rhythm and don't speed it up.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivara Dhari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivara Dhari Jasodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jasodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivara Dhari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivara Dhari Jasodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jasodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. God of heaven and earth. The microphone's offering obeisances. Jayam Vishnu Paramahamsa Parivajrakacharnjam Astatarasadrishi Shimad. His divine grace Srila A.C. Bhakti-vedanta Tridandi Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhatita Pavana Savior the fallen souls Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada flooding the whole material world with a tidal wave of super ecstatic Krishna prema ki Jayam Vishnu Padmanamaham Sampati Vajrakacharnja Ashtatarasadrishi Shimad. His divine grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharnja Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Sukha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mayapur Dham ki jai. Navadip Dham ki jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Ganga Mayi ki jai. Jamuna Mayi ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Tusi Devi ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaura Premananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to His divine grace. Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadesha Tarine. So today, we are blessed with the most auspicious opportunity to study the Srimad Bhagavatam. This was Prabhupada's desire down there at the Radha Temple, as he translated and wrote purports for the Bhagavatam, the first canto, bringing them to America on the order of his Guru Maharaj Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Prabhupada wanted to introduce the Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have the greatest opportunity to please our beloved spiritual master, our spiritual master of our spiritual master. To study the Srimad Bhagavatam on this most auspicious occasion, the morning program here in the most auspicious holy place in the entire universe, Shri Vrindavan Dham. I've been asked to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47, text 28 and 29. So we'll recite responsively 28 and I'll speak on both verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā ahaṁ bhartū rahas-karaḥ śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā ahaṁ bhartū rahas-karaḥ śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnāṁ sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā ahaṁ bhartū rahas-karaḥ. śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā aham bhartū rahas-karaḥ śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām āvahaḥ ādāyāgato bhadrā aham bhartū rahas-karaḥ. Ladies, śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā aham bhartū rahas-karaḥ śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā aham rahas-karaḥ śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo śrūyatāṁ priya-sandeśo bhavatīnām sukhāvahaḥ yam ādāyāgato bhadrā aham bhartū rahas-karaḥ śrūyatāṁ please hear, priya of your beloved, sandeśaḥ, the message, bhavatīnām, for you, sukha, happiness, āvahaḥ, bringing, yam, which, ādāya, carrying, āgataḥ, have come, bhadrā, good ladies, aham, I, bhartū, of my master, rahaḥ, of confidential duties, kara, the executor. My good ladies, now please hear your beloved's message, which I, the confidential servant of my master, have come here to bring you. I just wanted to be a little bit from the chapter summary, which explains what's going on here. This chapter describes how Uddhava, on the order of Lord Sri Krishna, delivered the Lord's message to the gopis, consoled them, and then returned to Mathura. So this is words. The gopis have all gathered here, and they're hearing from Uddhava a message from Krishna. So it's a very, very special, confidential, empowered thing happening here. Text 29. Oh, okay. I should read it. Should I start over again? Okay. Into the mic. śrī-bhagavān uvāca bhavatīnām viyogame nahi sarva-ātmanā kvachit yatā bhūtāni bhūteshu kaṁ vāyv-agnir yajammahi tatāhaṁ ca manaḥ-prāṇa bhūtendriya-guṇāśrayaḥ. Now he's quoting from the Supreme Lord the message from Krishna. This is the message that he gives to them. The Supreme Lord said, "You are never actually separated from me, for I am the soul of all creation. Just as the elements of nature, ether, air, fire, water, and earth, are presented in every living and every created thing, so I am present within everyone's mind, life, air, and senses, and also within the physical elements and the modes of material nature." Purport by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. According to Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, the apparently philosophical language of the Lord's statement conceals a deeper meaning. The Supreme Lord was secretly telling the gopis that he, by way of reciprocating their special love for him, was present with them not only as the soul of all creation, but also as their special lover. In this sense of the verse, the word guna indicates the gopis' special divine qualities, which attracted Sri Krishna, and the word sarva-ātmanā, which we have translated here in reference to Lord Krishna himself, corresponding to the word may, which is also an instrumental case, is also understood in the sense of sarvata, or completely. In other words, although in one sense Lord Krishna was absent, he could never be completely absent, since in his spiritual form he is always in the hearts and minds of the gopis. In Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and other books, Srila Prabhupada has elaborately explained that the reason Lord Krishna separated himself from the gopis was to intensify their love for him, and as Uddhava noted, to bless other devotees by revealing to them the intensity of the gopis' love. In fact, the Lord was spiritually present with the gopis, since they are his eternal associates. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti further points out that foolish persons will conclude that Sri Krishna's use of philosophical language meant that the Lord was trying to bring the gopis to the point of liberation by explaining basic points of Krishna conscious philosophy. In truth, the gopis are the most exalted liberated souls, and their pastimes of Krishna must be understood with the help of authorized acharyas. When the gopis came for the rasa dance, Sri Krishna tried to preach karma yoga to them, emphasizing ordinary ethics and morality, but the gopis were beyond that. Similarly, Lord Krishna now offers them jnana yoga, or metaphysical philosophy, but this is also inadequate for the gopis who've achieved spontaneous, unalloyed love for Sri Krishna. Shri Guru Shri Data padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sajjatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Svaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatnyadeshatarine. So, my dear ladies and gentlemen, today we find ourselves here in Sri Vrindavan Dham, where these pastimes we are reading about here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, they are called Nitya Leela. They're actually going on here right now, right here as we speak, as we listen to them, as we read about them. So this is not ordinary pastime, this is mystical. And we can tune in, only one ringer. We can tune in now, the bell is inviting us. We can tune in to this transcendental nectar and actually be there, experiencing this. If we go deep enough within, you see, actually, all these things are happening deep, deep within. So we have to now take this opportunity by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, take this opportunity now to tune into the actual reality which is beyond this hellish nightmare called the material world. You see. Tune in, turn on, and bliss out. Don't cheat yourself by remaining misidentified with this rotting body. We're actually eternal spiritual beings. Sometimes people, when I fill out a form, they say, how old are you? 76. But actually, that's not true. I'm an eternal youth. We're all eternal youths. Nobody is 36 or 45. You see. Even though we're eternal youths, the actual age is what? Infinity. Put the infinity sign when they ask your age on the form. Of course, they won't understand, so we don't do that. But actually, that's the actual age. We should put infinity. We're eternally existing living beings, as Krishna confirms, ahaṁ, jatu nasam, natmanemi jadadipa. We're eternally living beings, but instead of being very, 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 very old, we are very, 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 very young. You see. So what's going on here? Amazing thing. Can you just imagine the ecstasy the gopis felt when they're getting a message from Krishna? You see, the message from Krishna is not different from Krishna himself. Just like we can study Bhagavad Gita, and that message of Krishna is as good as being there with Krishna on the chariot there 5,000 years ago in the Battle of Kurukshetra field. You see. So we actually tune in these messages like the gopis were tuning in. Let us learn from the gopis, from their example of how to tune in to the message of Krishna. This is a very wonderful thing to actually understand what the gopis, try to understand what the gopis were feeling, the emotions they felt when they're now getting reconnected with Krishna through the messages from Uddhava. Of course, explained here, the gopis were actually never separated from Krishna. So you say, well, why did Krishna go to Dwarka? If the gopis were such wonderful girlfriends, why did he leave them behind? You see, why did he leave the Paramar love to have domesticated love, married life? Why would he leave Paramar love, the highest ecstasy is described here, to go to married love, you see, with the queens in Dwarka? But actually, Krishna never left. But yet, in one sense, he did leave, you see. And this whole mood of Ratha Yatra, that was my first experience to be with His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada back in June of '71, the Ratha Yatra in San Francisco. But the whole mood is, you see, we've heard a million times, Krishna wants to bring. Prabhupada told us how there was a solar eclipse. And during the solar eclipse, people would go to the holy place of Kurukshetra. So the Brajavasis came, the Dwarkavasis came, and the gopis are in this mood. We want to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan. We want to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan. Even though he was actually there within their hearts, but still externally, this mood, bring him back, bring him back, bring him back is him. Bring him back is him. So this whole mood of wanting to be with Krishna here in Vrindavan is a very wonderful mood, you see. I want to be here with Krishna in Vrindavan. So now, how can we learn from the gopis, you see? How to bring Krishna, how to manifest Krishna here in Vrindavan, you see. Krishna is actually fully present. Prabhupada personally told me in a wonderful letter, he said, now you must become qualified to see Krishna face to face. So actually Krishna is already here, but we can't see him because we're deluded by the modes of material nature. Sometimes I explain it like this. Many of you see are wearing glasses. So many places wearing glasses. I see so many glasses here. There's glasses, there's glasses. You see. If you take off your glasses, everything is out of focus, right? It's a blur, isn't it? Especially your thick ones. It's all a blur out there. What's going on? It's a big blur, you see. You need the glasses. Here's one. Smiling, he understands my point. If you take your glasses off, it's a big blur out there. You got to put them on so I can see, you see. But actually, it's already there, but your glasses help you to see it, you see. So actually, I realized the other day that actually Krishna is present right now before us, but he's out of focus. He's out of focus, you see. So how do you bring him back into focus? Premanjana, you see. The glasses of prema, you see. So this is a very interesting type of glasses, or vision correctness. Prem Anjana, the ointment of love of God, you see. Just like recently I heard, they told me I had cataracts coming in the eyes, and I should take this ointment every day. I have a little bottle of ointment now traveling with me to help hold off my cataract in the right eye, you see. So the ointment, you see, you correct your eyes with ointment. So this ointment is very mystical ointment. It's not put on directly to the eyes, but this ointment is put through the ears, you see. Wow. Eye ointment through the ears? Yes. And you think about it, it's kind of interesting. What was Prabhupada's profession before he took sannyas? He was a pharmacist. What was it called? Dave's Pharmacy? Yeah. He had a pharmacy business. And actually he still has a pharmacy business. This kind is actually a pharmacy. But we only have one medicine here, it's Prem Anjana, you see. We're giving the medicine of Prem Anjana now. And this ointment is applied through the ears. Premanjana charita bhakti valochanena santaksadeva hidayesha vadamkayanti yang shamashuna majam chintyagunas svarupam govindam adipurasham tamahavaджāmi. You understand? Does this make sense to everybody? Yes. Those who know Prabhupada's teachings, they understand the point very clearly. By taking this Krishna Katha, you see, Matschata Magata Prana Bodhiyam Tak Paraspatam Katayam Tak Chasanti Ramamanticha. The thoughts of my devotees dwell in me, their lives are fully surrendered to me, and they derive what? Great satisfaction and bliss by enlightening one another and conversing about me. So this Bhagavatam class is actually bliss. Because by taking this Krishna Katha into the ears, taking it not inward and out the other ear, you see, but take it in deep, 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 deep within the heart. By taking this Krishna Katha into the heart, you see, then that blur, you see, when we just see the material world out there, that blur will gradually go away and we'll see Krishna directly, face to face, eye to eye. As Prabhupada instructed me, you see. I'm not there yet, but I'm hoping someday I'll come. I'm still blurred out. It's still blurred for me. I just see the material energy out there, you see. But I know by the Prabhupada mercy that day can come for me. That day can come when I can see Krishna directly, face to face, eye and eye, as Prabhupada ordered me. You see. So if we understand this process and we take it sincerely and dedicatedly, the magic will happen. The magic will happen. We become reconnected with our beloved Krishna as our eternal Lord and Master who's been sitting there within our hearts, traveling with us, birth after birth after birth. When will this soul come back to me? When will this soul come back to me? When this soul come back to me? You may wonder, why does Krishna want us back? We're such rascals. Why does he want us back? Well, actually, every single jiva's soul is being manifested by Krishna for a certain purpose. Even though there's 5 rasas, within those 5 rasas there's an unlimited subdivision. There's an infinite number of rasas within those 5 categories. And every single living entity gives Krishna a certain type of taste. A certain type of taste. It's the ultimate love feast for Krishna. Every single living entity is a certain type of taste. And it's just like if one falls down in the material world, a certain prep is removed from the love feast. Where is that so-and-so? I was relishing a certain taste with that devotee, and now he's gone. Where is he? So Krishna comes, yada yada hi dharmasha glanir bhavati bharata, to find that devotee, all those devotees he's missing, and bring them back. When will they come back to me? He's wondering, when will they come back? When will they come? When will they come back to me, you see? Krishna misses us, and he wants us back, you see. Each one of us is very, 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 very dear to Krishna. When will that soul come back to me, you see? So, we shouldn't cheat Krishna, and we shouldn't, by cheating Krishna of having us, we're cheating ourselves too, you see. So let us not deny Krishna what he wants and cheat ourselves out of his sangha, you see. It's time for us to wake up, come out of this. We end at 9 o'clock, right? Okay. So, this process, we say it's simple for the simple and difficult for the crooked. Trouble is, people like me have great difficulty because I'm very crooked, you see. So how can we get out of this crooked mentality and become simple, you see? Take everything in a very simple way. The spiritual master's orders that come down through the disciplic succession. My only duty is to take those orders as my very life and soul. The difficulty is we try to find some other type of way to be happy in the material world. A little sense gratification, please. Can't I have a little bit, a little here, a little there on the side? That's our problem, you see. We still try to get happiness somewhere else, outside of Krishna consciousness. In this way, we can't relish Krishna consciousness. It's covered over by our material, our lust, our anger, our greed, our madness, our illusion, and envy. So let's take help of the great Vaishnava acharyas who are teaching us by their example, by their words, and take advantage of their loving mercy to actually take advantage of this process. Prabhupada is giving us so much mercy. I can never forget all the wonderful mercy I got from Prabhupada. Even though I wasn't a big leader, I was just some rank and file brahmachari, washing the dishes in the kitchen. But Prabhupada was so kind to me. He gave me special mercy. I never forget that time in Los Angeles, just after the Rath there in San Francisco. We came down to the world headquarters, New Dwarka, ISKCON, LA, the world headquarters. There was a nice system that Prabhupada would do. Every morning you'd go on a walk, the famous morning walks, right? He'd come back from the morning walk. There's a picture of this actually. I found it on the internet. But we'd all line up along the sidewalk. Prabhupada would get out of the car would pull up to the sidewalk, the curb. He would get out, he'd go down the line, each devotee, you see. Go to each devotee. Every devotee had a flower. And we'd hand Prabhupada a flower, and he had a whole basket. He'd hand a flower back. You had to have your own one-on-one, just you and Prabhupada. It was so sweet. Prabhupada hands you hand Prabhupada a flower, he hands you a flower back. And he goes down the line. I was there, but the first devotee, wow, he got a hug. Vishnu Janaswami, made me a devotee. I was so happy to see him getting a hug, because he felt like he was being hugged, because I was one of his men. He got his hug from Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada came down, we were doing the flower exchange. So I about the second or third in the line, I got my flower, and then, oh wow, a flower from Prabhupada. Oh, how wonderful. And then Prabhupada go down the line, and I call this Then I stationed myself on the stairs leading into the building because I wanted to see Prabhupada as he went by to his quarters. Now I call this drinking Prabhupada into your heart through your eyes. So I stood on the stairs so I could get another darshan as he came by. He looked at me. I was not in the flower queue anymore. I was standing separately on the stairs. Prabhupada looked at me like did you get? He held up, like he held a flower. Did you get a flower yet? He did like a gesture, he held it up. Did you get one yet? And I held it up and showed, yes, Prabhupada, I have my flower. I wasn't even initiated. But Prabhupada took special care that here's some devotee who's not in the flower queue. I want to make sure he got a flower. Just see how Prabhupada was so kind and so loving. It was an amazing thing. He could make every single devotee feel like they were his beloved son or daughter. He probably had that ability to give love. That was just, I've never seen that in anybody. He had that ability to give love. It's just absolutely amazing. And then Prabhupada so much encouraged me when I finally got initiated in August 12th of 71. And Prabhupada was in London. I was in a place called Austin, Texas. And so I collected some dakshina, I mailed it up to London, and Prabhupada is like a pucka accountant. He said, I received 3 checks. He gave the exact amount of each check. And I told Prabhupada, I want to spread this movement. Prabhupada gave me the most wonderful encouragement. He said, I see you're a very sincere, enthusiastic boy, eager to spread this Krishna consciousness movement. He said, now continue enthusiastically as you were doing, and surely Krishna will bless you. So, is that instruction any less potent now than it was 50 years ago, or 51 years ago, 52 years ago? Is it any less potent? No, that instruction is still just as powerful as it was in 71, even more powerful than it was in 71, and Prabhupada told me that. You see. So even though I'm fallen in so many ways, I'm crazy, I'm lazy, everybody can see so many faults I have. Sankarshan das rascal. Even though I have so many faults, still that instruction keeps me going, you see. I have to be enthusiastic to push forward this movement. Yeah. And because of that, Prabhupada's blessing me, and Krishna is blessing me. So now we have a few minutes left for any corrections or questions from the Vaishnavas. I love questions, by the way. Feel free. Actually, one instruction I got from Vishnu Jan Swami, a very good instruction as a new devotee. He said, you must inquire until your intelligence is fully satisfied. And then one time I had a question. He said, why don't you ask Prabhupada? I wrote him a letter, and Prabhupada used to answer my letters. Even though there was a policy, at one point, no more letters, only sannyasis and GBCs and temple presidents. But I took a chance, I wrote a letter anyway. And Prabhupada gave me an exemption of the policy. He was so kind. He told me about the situation, but he said, if there's any urgent need, I'm always happy to hear from my beloved disciples. Even though there was a policy against it, Prabhupada gave me an exemption. If you have an urgent need, you can go ahead and write me. You see, just see how loving he was. I wasn't just some, rank and file brahmachari, but Prabhupada gave me that. He gave special mercy to every single devotee. That was the amazing quality of Prabhupada. Every disciple was very, very, very dear to him. It's amazing quality. It's okay. Any questions? There we go.
Thank you. Beautiful blessing. Prabhupada recalling that his spiritual master would come in a dream and tell him to take sannyas. He really didn't like the idea of taking sannyas and kind of felt frightened by it and almost maybe appalled. And with the guru as a disciple, naturally friendship develops. So where is the barrier between friendship or full surrender and full acceptance of the order of the guru? Because when you're instructing or your disciples and something become familiar and there's a certain friendship that develops, but how can we always keep that mood of reverence for our...
Even though the spiritual master treats you like a beloved son or daughter, how do you keep the awe and reverence? Yeah, it's a very important thing. Familiarity breeds contempt. So I think my Gurudev, he's so loving and kind, he's my buddy now, you see. How do you keep that awe and reverence is a very, very important question you've asked. That's why Prabhupada makes it very clear one must take the order of one's spiritual master as one's very life and soul. It's not that we're back and forth. Well, Gurudev, I like that order, I don't like this one, I'm sure you understand. No, it's like in the military. You take the order of the superior authority, so both sides are there. the loving feeling, the love reciprocation, and this is your duty, now you do it. And there's no question of refusal. Maybe I hope that helps a little bit. Okay, anything else? Okay. I mean, I'm a little hard of hearing, so I'll try to speak very distinctly, and very distinctly and clearly. I'll try my best.
I have a problem when reading Prabhupada's books. I feel like when I read them, my mind takes it for granted, thinking, I know this already. And it's not like when I first read Prabhupada's books, when it was so exciting and like revolutionary, changing my life. So what am I doing wrong?
You think you're Mr. Know-It-All, that's the problem. If you really knew, you'd be seeing Krishna face to face. If you really knew, you see, you're thinking you're more advanced than you really are. That's the problem, my dear devotee. You think you're very advanced, and actually you're fool number one, thinking you're so advanced. You understand? Until I can come to that point of seeing Krishna face eye to eye, I'm still covered by the modes. So every single word of Prabhupada's books is unlimitedly worshipable. Every single syllable is unlimitedly worshipable. So kick your mind with shoes for being such a puffed up rascal, okay? Here we go. Let the mic come. And again, slowly, clearly, and distinctly for this hard of hearing rascal sitting here.
How to keep the enthusiasm going when things go really wrong?
Oh yeah, I gave a whole class on that the other day. How to keep enthusiastic when things are going wrong. I gave a class on that Vipada Shantita Shatat Kunti Devi. She said, let those calamities come again and again, because when they come, I'm seeing you, and by seeing you, I'm not seeing birth and death. So we have a tendency, when things go really bad, something horrible happened, and we become devastated. Oh no, we're crying and weeping. Oh no, why did this happen? Oh no. And that's our tendency, you see, because we're not very advanced. But someone who's actually advanced, let us pray for that day when we can come to that level. We see everything as a special mercy of Krishna. You see, actually see the calamities is even more merciful, even better than things are going good. I can say this, but I'm not there yet emotionally, I'll be honest with you. But that's a fact, according to Prabhupada's books. And Queen Kunti Devi, who's our spirit, our Siksha guru, you see. When things are going bad, you see, that's when you can really become Krishna conscious. So she is praying, let me always be going through devastating situations. Let me have always devastating, nightmarish such at every minute. Let me have horrible, nightmarish things happen to me, so I understand I have no shelter at all in this material world. My only shelter is the lotus feet of Krishna. So just study that purport and study that verse. It will help you deal with difficulties. Be enthusiastic when things are going really, really, really bad. It works, trust me, yes.
Prabhu, the modes of material nature, they are acting on us. So how can we avoid those material modes of nature?
What's this?
Modes of nature are working on us. How do we avoid them?
Oh yeah, well, just like a surfer. You have to be like a surfer. The waves, he rides the waves. Instead of the surfers love good waves. You see. Instead they don't drown in the waves, they ride their surfboard on top of the waves. So we have to be good surfers. When the waves come, take advantage of it. Utilize the material energy as a stairway to the Goloka Vrindavan. That's the key. Take it as a stairway or like a surfer riding the waves, you see. The modes are going to be there, but don't drown in the waves. Ride those waves back to Goloka. So how do you do that? Shastra Chaksus. By seeing everything through the eyes of Scripture. That's why we have these classes. That's why you have these books. If you always see through the vision of the Scriptures, then you can ride the waves instead of drowning in them. That's the key. Does that help a little bit? Hey, anybody else? Any of the ladies back there? Our better half? Our better half back there.
My question is that
what?
Do it as a sense of duty. Sense of saying that I have to read it because that's a part of us.
Don't you tell me directly without the mic, because it's echoing on me.
Yeah. So whenever I read Srimad Bhagavatam, I read it as a sense of duty.
Sense of humor.
Duty.
A duty.
I have to do it half an hour. I have to spend on it. But when I used to read some material novel earlier,
You rather enjoy it.
yeah, I enjoy it.
Okay. When he reads the Bhagavatam, it's my duty. When he reads some mundane literature, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
So how to really enjoy the Bhagavatam in relish it? Well, there's sadhana bhakti and there's raganuga bhakti. Just like in the 18th chapter, Krishna says, what's the matter of happiness in the is poison in the beginning and nectar at the end, and happiness in the mode of happiness in the mode of goodness. It's poison in the beginning, nectar at the end. Happiness in the mode of passion is nectar in the beginning and poison at the end. So your mundane novel, that's happiness in the mode of passion. It's nectar in the beginning and poison in the end. And Bhagavatam is maybe poison in the beginning and nectar at the end. So you have to use your intelligence and understand. Even though I enjoy the novel more than I do the Bhagavatam, where's the novel going to take me? The cycle of birth and death. And Krishna, Bhagavatam is going to take me to Goloka Vrindavan. So you have to use your intelligence instead of following your mind. You see, the mind says, I really enjoy this, this is a duty. That's your rascal mind getting in the way of relishing the nectar, you see. So you have to conquer over the mind. My dear mind, Bhajahu me manashi nandanandana. My dear mind, please now engage yourself in relishing Bhagavatam as the sweetest nectar at every minute. So even though it's unlimited nectarian and the novel is poison, you're taking the poison to be nectar and the nectar to be poison. You got it backwards. So you have to remind yourself, based on Shastric vision, the actual reality is there's unlimited nectar and the Bhagavatam, as this mundane novel, is poisonous. So you have to remind yourself and continue doing your duty, and by doing that duty, that dutiful reading will turn into unlimitedly nectarian reading in due course. Keep taking, just like the old example of the jaundiced patient. Eat sugar candy and you'll get over your jaundice. But doctor, it tastes so horrible. I just want to spit it out. Well, my dear patient, you must take the sugar candy, whether you like it or not. That's my order to you, because that's going to cure you. So right now, the Bhagavatam may be bitter like poison. But no, you have to take it. You keep reading the Bhagavatam, hearing the Bhagavatam, following the Bhagavatam, make your whole life Bhagavatam, and that sweetness, the unlimited nectar, then manifests and be relishing unlimited nectar at every minute. That time, do you trust these words? Do you trust my words? Then do it. The doctor is ordering. Take your jaundice. Take your sugar candy and the jaundice will go away. We have about 5 minutes left. Any challenges? Yes?
When we read any book like of Srila Prabhupada or Bhagavatam, we don't understand the mood of how the paragraph or something is written. So how to understand the mood?
What's he saying?
When we read Bhagavatam, we don't understand the mood.
Don't understand it? The mood. Well, the mood will come. If you keep reading it, gradually you'll understand the mood. The mood is already there. See, the words are there, but what's the mood in which they are spoken? It's a very excellent question from a small boy. What is the mood, you see? But that mood will generally finally become real to you. Understand the mood in which Krishna speaks, the mood in which the gopis are speaking. You'll actually tune into their feelings and their emotions gradually as you keep reading. Next. Any questions from the back? Yeah. Pass the mic back to the ladies there. We got a couple of questions from the ladies' side. Again, speak slowly, clearly, and distinctly for somebody who's hard of hearing.
Here in the Prabhupada, it is mentioned that the word guna indicates the gopis' special divine qualities which attracted Sri Krishna. So what are the qualities should we have to attract Sri Krishna?
Love. L-O-V-E, love. Do your service with love. Don't mechanically chant Hare Krishna. Don't mechanically go to the arti. Do it with love. Krishna is so kindly manifesting as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. He's giving me unlimited love right now. So am I going to reject him or ignore him? No, reciprocate with the love that Krishna is giving you, and then you'll be following the footsteps of the gopis. And your Krishna prema will become awakened then. Next.
Thank you, Sri. Hare Krishna. When emotion does not intensify, like we have been constantly hearing that we should chant like a child crying out for his mother. So in that situation, is it good to act in the beginning because real emotion doesn't arise? So is it good to act?
Pray to Krishna, my dear Lord Krishna. Now I'm mechanically chanting Hare Krishna. I'm not chanting like a child crying for another. So my dear Lord Krishna, please bless me. I can enter this mood of like a child crying for the mother. Ask Krishna to help you, and he will. Krishna wants you to chant in that mood, and if you beg Krishna, please, my dear Lord, my chanting is now mechanical, please bless me, Krishna, I'm drowning in the ocean of nescience because I'm chanting is only mechanical, please bless me, my Lord, I can chant with feeling. Ask Krishna to do that, to help you, and he will. You think he's a stone? Or he's a myth, a Hindu myth? He's a real person. He's sitting right there in your heart with you. He's willing to reciprocate with you. Beg him that you can come to that level where you open your heart to him, and he will help you. Okay?
Thank you.
Any points from my wife here? Okay. That's it. We have about 0 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. Okay.
My question is, unless one comes to the point of fully-fledged bhakti yoga, is it that...
Unless to the point of what?
Fully-fledged...
Full-fledged bhakti yoga?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there always a chance to be distracted by karma yoga, jnana yoga, etc.?
Yeah, until we come to full-fledged bhakti, we're going to be attracted by this and that, this and that. We'll get, Temple President will give us enough time to answer this one question. I have a president here, he'll authorize it go slightly over time.
There's too many of them, I can't say no.
We'll wait for the bell, I can't hear anything right now, except boom, boom, boom. We'll wait for it to pass here. And may that bell drive away all the impurities in my heart, that's all I can pray for. Flush it out, flush it out, flush it out. Okay, so until we come to full-fledged bhakti, there's going to be so many distractions. The material Maya Devi is there to test us, to see if we're really sincere. If we're coming as a cheater trying to cheat Krishna, or we're actually coming with sincere desire to please him. She's there to weed out all the riffraff, to keep them away from Krishna. So we have to make sure that we show Maya Devi we're actually sincere. I'm not coming with an ulterior motive. I sincerely want to be Krishna's devotee, and she'll say, yes, I clear the pathway, and now Krishna is all yours. Okay? Is that it? Are we finished now? Are we ready to conquer our minds and conquer the whole world, flooding Krishna Bhakti in every town and village throughout the whole material existence? We're ready to do that or not? Let's go for it. Become Krishna conscious and save the whole world. Ki Jai. Śrī-bhagavān ki Jai. Thank you very much.